I was scared that the media would slander it. Get the fuck out
What's
of here,
up?
bitch.
It's your boy Lonnie B here.
If you wasn't hurt
We in Sweet
that
Sound
much
Variety
back in
Shop
the
in
day
Buffalo, New
to
York.
come report this
And
shit
welcome to
and
the
sue
first
nigga,
episode
then don't come
of Two
forward
Niggas
now,
and a
bitch.
Rican
Even if it
Podcast,
did
where we
happen,
just talk about different shit,
case dismissed.
conscious shit, shit that gets affect niggas. So Lonnie B, we got my man Pratt.
IJS.
Say what up, or Michael. Sorry about that. Who but me?
Yeah.
And then Louis Rodriguez. Cito, who would you rather be called?
Luis.
All right, the owner of the store. We just gonna be talking about shit. Don't mind the camera that's on, but we was talking about arts and sciences. What the fuck was you just talking about? You was ranting. I'm sorry. This is Mike Nito right here.
AKA Wavy Blue, AKA Neighborhood Nito, AKA the Project Prodigy, AKA Sammy Strings, AKA Sir Keys, AKA Drummer Boy, AKA Vinny Vocals,
All right. So what's the difference between the arts and
AKA the
science?
Composer,
We was talking about arts and
AKA El
sciences.
Cantante,
Recognize you for holy shit.
Angelo,
What's going on, baby?
AKA Smack the Shit Out Your Favorite Singer or Rapper, Uana Testamanim. I'm just playing, I'm just talking shit.
So the discussion. We was talking about
Those are my names.
arts and sciences.
You the only dude that's
What's the difference?
We
between,
talking about
No, because you said
y'all
said
trying to tell me that technique and science mean the same thing.
technique is a science though.
And that is preposterous. Because they wouldn't be two separate words if they were the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Now, are there different ways to communicate the same sentiment? Yes. But that doesn't make them the same thing.
I don't know, man.
If I say I'm happy, it's different than saying I'm fucking ecstatic. They're not the same thing. They have similar meanings of description wise toward the sentiment, but they're not the same. Because happy,
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a definition of petty.
Very intricate, very detailed.
how am I being?
Petty.
It's petty when I'm
They're in
telling
the
them.
same
It's petty when
family.
I'm right though. This nigga
They're
just
the
can't
same
never accept
family.
the fact that he wrong.
They're in the
He
same
always they're in the
family.
same family.
They're in the same
but they're
family.
not the same fucking thing. Ain't no different than this nigga tried to tell me him and his son are the same people. They're not. You're two different entities. Now if y'all can sit here in front
I
of
don't
me
think
and
that
fuse
would be
together
the
on some
same
Dragon Ball Z
example.
shit, then I'll believe you.
Let me see if I can find
Outside
something
that,
more-
y'all niggas is
more
different.
of a better example.
He's a
than
Dragon Ball Z.
that. Let me see.
I
What's the better
said-
I'm
example?
not the same as my dad.
Mike
My
reads.
dad got a shorter temper than me.
Mike, he
He's not that tall.
every word he
He's taller than me.
searches. He researches every word. He goes to the root of the
Your
word.
son ain't the same.
Doesn't mean I'm always
Yo,
right.
Nick is
Yeah,
a
but
fucking
Neos don't do
fantastic
that.
guy.
What am I, chopped liver?
He
Does he have
Needles
a
don't
short
read
wrist?
no word.
He may have a switch to him.
Mike would
But he
say
don't
that
got the
Needles
intro
never
switch.
did no time in his
don't
life
got
to
it.
even sit
They
down
not
and read
the
a
same.
book.
I'm a different animal.
So
That's what I'm
he
saying.
get time. He got a lot of chances to read books and search every word, but he's saying that he never read a book in his life. So he
But
doesn't
I know
time.
him like that. And I know his kid.
That example, I didn't use that.
So I know.
Cito says
They're
something
not the
that
same.
was related to this topic.
Everybody's a blueprint, but no one's a carbon copy.
Thank
Right.
you.
But I never argued
goes
that.
to me.
Cito said that. And I don't think it's related to this conversation.
It is related to it.
I don't see the correlation.
You
I
were
don't see
saying that he
correlation.
never read the he don't
He said
research
he
no
and
words.
his son are the same. You're
He said-
saying technique and science is the same.
He-
I'm saying if they were the same, they
You
would
guys have
have
been watching
two
this. Rewind from the beginning.
same
At
names.
any point did I ever say that technique and science are the same thing?
That's the whole point of this
So it's-
fucking
it's a
argument. Now
science-
he's trying to switch it up.
It's
now.
the science behind everything though.
Never came out my mouth.
not a
this
science
entire
behind
video.
This
everything.
nigga's the most contradicting guy I know. I love
Now,
him
if
to
you
death.
ask me my opinion, I'll be glad to share it
We
with
don't want to hear opinions. We only like to hear facts and truthful.
you. And only Michael has the facts.
Thank you for communicating that. As of right now, yes, that would be correct. That would be spot on the money right now.
He was saying that
I don't know everything. Let me clarify that. I don't
Sure
have
you
all
do.
the answers.
Sure you do.
But I'm right 90% of the time.
0.999.999.
That leaves another 10%.
So
But
there's no science behind music.
I didn't say that.
Okay. It's a technique behind music.
It depends what you're doing.
It's an art form behind music.
If we talking wave files, if we talking pitch and shit like that, then yes.
And they can use.
Don't
They
say
can,
all music is pitch because drums don't have pitch to it.
I don't know. You can.
You can yeah.
You can have
do-
multiple
do-
joints
do-
like right, right.
Absolutely. But the initial state of a drum don't have a pitch. It's the same.
You got to put a bunch of them together to create the different pictures that you need.
Thank you.
All right, so we was talking about, I don't know how
You
it got
can make
into
music scientifical, yes.
Scientific.
Science. You can make music scientific.
Well, it is a science. You can use it to create or destroy. So you can use, like, say they got sonic weapons, for example. Like you can make the evil scientist is in the laboratory.
My point
You
exactly.
can use like a
That's why I said
dog
it depends
whistle.
what you're doing.
Okay.
Now if I sit here and do this,
That's science. When you go
There's
to
no
the
science
facts,
behind
get
that.
the fuck out.
There's no science behind that.
no. If you want to say there's science,
Hold on.
kinetic energy
Yo,
in the
he's gonna
physical
tell you
body.
science of music. Go ahead. Tell
Look,
him.
when you make music, right? Follow me? Check this
Yep.
out. Put the shit in electric, right? Comes out, first it's acoustic, then it comes out electric. That's science. All of it's science.
I said that.
No, you didn't. You said it
I said
wasn't
that.
science at all. Listen,
When you talk
music
about when
is
you
always
did
science. Everything is based on science, brother.
You said
It just
acoustic.
it doesn't just
Everything
You
is
just said
based on
You just
science.
said
Everything, Mike.
acoustic.
Period.
Mike,
acoustic,
he's saying
right.
everything.
Acoustic is not because
There's
that's
no
a
science
basic
behind
sound.
pounding on the table to
That's
make a
not
beat.
true.
It's a
because
heartbeat.
Sound
I
waves.
was,
How do you get that on the
It's a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
okay, if you want to talk about
Okay.
the
So there
science
is
behind
science.
I like
the
that very
actual
much.
person doing it,
So-
but the beat itself,
Yeah,
there's
so
no
he
science
taught you.
behind
He
the
taught
beat.
you. He taught you. He taught you. See, you learned something new. There's science behind that.
No, you know that.
There can be science behind
like this.
music, but that doesn't mean everything involving music is science.
The heartbeat, like he said, heartbeat.
Boom, 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 boom,
That's
boom,
science.
boom, 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 voice. The voice.
That's science.
The voice. Oh,
See, you let the.
this is rhythm. Rhythm is an organized pattern. The universe is on a
You
rhythm.
let the forefather.
So you just did the beat and the pattern.
How the fuck?
But it starts with basic.
How you
I
let
don't
the
know.
forefather
Tell me the
teach you
science
something?
behind the pattern.
There's no science behind it, man.
That's
It's
crazy.
repetition. That's the science.
That's repetition is the science. All right, you learned something new. Admit
It's
it.
not
I'm
sporadic.
not admitting shit.
Intentional and it's structured. That's what makes science. I
Slap
said
me
that's
up.
at the
That's all right,
beginning of the
bro.
conversation.
You said what did you say? Is intentional and it's structured?
That goes to show that there's loyalty with him. He
See,
said
I am
ain't
an
no
individual.
man to nothing. He said.
That's just needle. You know, this is how we go. You know, but it's
That's
I
not
am
particularly
an
true. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
yeah. I mean,
But I'm not completely wrong here.
No, true. Pratt said you wrong.
Tell them what I said earlier before you came in.
Pratt said, I told him, you don't read every word out of a book and Google like
Here's my response to that.
He said you never did jail time to read every book that he has read.
I don't give a fuck if you
Tell
did
them what I said
1,000 years
yesterday.
in jail, nigga. Your resume will never be the same as mine.
You see?
Hold on, you gotta catch my dance.
Catch the dance.
I don't mean nothing the
Hold on,
amount of
though,
time
this
you
is-
spent behind the wall.
Yeah, he said he was like, bro, I read every book compared to needles, never
Your
read no
biblical
book.
knowledge don't hold a candle.
He read the
to
Bible 4 times while he was
It
locked
don't hold a
up.
candle
He
to
said
mine.
you don't Google
It's
every
not
word
even
out the
close.
Bible.
It's not even close.
He said you know what every word damn near means.
I'm gonna quote you some real shit.
I don't know.
Shout out to the JC worshipers though. Shout out to the JC
So
lovers.
yeah. I mean, okay. You said so religion. Like we was talking about the science behind religion. Like earlier, I was saying that it's the science behind even if it's charlatanism. Whereas you got a demagogue or somebody is getting a group of people together and leading them astray, which happens a lot. You didn't seem to think there was a science behind that. Like having a whole bunch of people focus their spiritual energy on one thing. There's not a science behind that. There's not a knowing. Like a strategy, an understanding.
Scientific about getting somebody following.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like
I say scientific.
Because that's the word I want to use.
scientific. I don't know. Science. So science means to know, and I don't know. It's a lot of things you can know and not know, and do, and things like that. Like you could, I don't know. You could use like fire for
There's
example.
2 million people to follow me. What's the science behind it? What did I do from a scientific standpoint? What did I do?
I don't know. Like it's got to be like back in the day, like we was doing the church thing. Like you know they had all the churches and the denomination had like a structure to like get people to come every week. That's not science. What you think, Mike?
Is there science in the scriptures?
Yeah.
Because they're talking about a plethora of subject matter.
How the universe came to be, how the universe exists, how the universe runs,
Mm-hmm.
how you should live in the universe, etc., etc.
Uh-huh.
Universal law is scientific.
Cool. All right.
Is commercial law scientific? No.
All right. So, explain the difference between lawful and unlawful. Like,
One is natural and one is man-made.
so what's natural?
Natural is lawful and unlawful. Legal and illegal is man-made. That's some public shit.
And that's based off of like just the system's manipulation or people's ignorance.
Yeah.
So can they get fucked up in the system if they don't know what's going on?
Yes.
You definitely get fucked if you don't
Yes.
know what's up.
They can get fucked up in the system too if they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Ignorance is no
Yes,
excuse
of
of the
course.
law.
You gotta know what's going on.
You
If
can't
don't know
never
what's
get
going
mad.
on, you're gonna be found
You
guilty
can't
for
never
something
get
you ain't
mad at the Terrell Davis. This nigga Terrell Davis got his own barbecue sauce. It's funny. You
He
can't
got
never
it.
fault the slave master for making somebody a slave. The fault is always with the slave. If you dumb enough to let somebody enslave you, then you can't get mad at that.
do. So he's not mad at.
Ignorance is no excuse of the law.
Yeah, that's true. No excuse. No excuse.
You can't serve two masters. These are commandments. These is natural. This is universal law. You can't straddle the fence. You got to be on one side or the other.
Yep. Like OJ.
What did it say? What did it say?
Must have quit. Tell him.
Be ye hot or cold. If you lukewarm, what did it say? I
Thank
spew you
you.
out of my mouth.
Thank you. Say that.
So, needles. Back to every word. Do you say words that come out your mouth and you don't know exactly where they come from? The
Bro.
real words, like Mike Pratt said, or
The real definition of reading is not looking at something and going, Puerto Rico. I didn't read that. I pronounced the word out loud. Reading comes with comprehension. If I don't have any understanding of what I read, then I didn't read it.
Mad at me,
And
man?
that's the problem with niggas. They don't know how to read.
They
They pronounce words out loud. They don't read.
Huh?
So to answer your question, anything I pronounce out loud, I'm going to research it and make sure I do the due diligence on the origination of the words.
I didn't say he was.
How else I know English comes from Latin? Latin comes from Greek.
So what's the original language?
Hebrew Aramaic for our ancestors. That's what we spoke. We spoke Hebrew Aramaic.
And like, what's the?
Everything else is European.
Okay.
English and Spanish comes from Europe. Christianity and Catholicism are all derivatives of Europe.
Yeah, okay, so I know I learned.
Where's
So
Spain?
Pratt
Where's Spain?
Pratt
Where's
said
Spain?
you are wrong.
I don't care what he say. I'm telling you facts.
I wasn't paying attention.
Where's Spain?
I was talking, man. Wow.
Where's Spain at?
Why I never get the chance to get my opinion?
No.
Nobody give a fuck what I got to say.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, you've been talking all this time. I done watched you walk in front of the camera at least 10
It
times.
cut you off, right?
Get the fuck outta here, man.
It acted like he had all the answers. Cut you off, right?
Where's Spain at?
Where's Spain at?
In Europe.
Thank you. What do they speak there?
Spanish.
Thank you. Where's England?
Is this like just shout out the right answer though?
Yup. Where's England?
It's in
I don't
Europe.
understand.
What
the
do they
point of this
speak there?
program.
English.
I'm just
Thank
part
you.
of the conversation. Am I validating
All
some type of
derivatives
point?
of Europe.
So what is Europe?
All of it.
So where that's the white country.
That's the place where you'll find Great Britain, France, Germany, Russia,
Canada.
no,
Montreal.
Montreal.
Ireland,
Montreal.
Scotland, and everything else.
Montreal is part of Canada.
Honkyville.
You said Hunkyville?
That's where the Caucasoids come from.
Where?
Shout out to all my Neanderthal. I got a lot of white people that I'm real good friends with. It's nothing personal. I'm not dissing. I'm just telling the truth. This is scientific fact. White people are not human beings.
Yeah, there you go.
Scientific fact, my nigga.
Oh, I think a lot of people have the might disagree with you on
Hey,
that one.
go look it up. Don't believe a word I say. They are part Neanderthal.
So what are we? We ain't niggas ain't
We are
Neanderthals?
men and woman.
We not
are
Neanderthals?
keepers of the earth. We are the guardians of the galaxy,
So
nigga. The real guardians of the galaxy. You see this copper skin? You see this Hebrew skin? Malak, I'm real Yasharanite.
Hue
Top of
means
the
color.
Top of the food chain, my
So
nigga.
hue meaning dark. Dark is in your hue.
Top
and
of the
being
food
man.
chain.
So I am a human.
Top of the food chain.
That white people are not human?
I mean, hue being dark, man being what I am. I would be a dark man.
That's some shit that he made up. That's
Did
his
I?
own personal definition.
So the first time he's ever heard the word human was from me.
I didn't say human. I said the way you just called yourself breaking down hue in Maine. That
But
was
that-
real juvenile, by the way. Shout out to the world though. I just keep it real, man. I only know one way. I'm not about to sit up here and lie. I don't teach my kids lies. I don't teach my kids about no Christ Mass, no Easter, no Halloween. The New Year is not in January. It's actually in the springtime. Because the great ancestors, peace to the earth, celebrated a 10-month calendar. This 12-month Gregorian white man shit. Well, all the months named after Caesars.
Not gods.
Julius Caesar.
They're not gods?
Augustus Caesar.
They're not gods.
Octavius Caesar. I can go on and on. All this shit is some Roman shit. It's the same shit that was going on back when actual Caesar was living. They had a Senate in Rome. They got a Senate today. They had a Capitol Hill back then. They got a Capitol Hill right now. It's the same shit. It's like you said earlier. Ain't nothing new under the what?
Sun. Nothing new under the sun.
It's the same exact system.
So
The same exact healthcare plan that Adolf Hitler had was the same one Obama introduced.
So Obamacare?
Obamacare is the same exact thing.
So did it help people?
Let's go ask anybody that has it. Will they feel any different? Let's go. That's
I don't know.
one fucking survey we can do.
You touching a lot of different areas. I want to go back to the human thing. So we didn't evolve from monkeys?
White people did. That's why they tell you that bullshit lie that all mankind came from monkeys. We ain't come from no damn monkeys. The Most High is clear on what he made us from. The clay, which is the fire, the water, and whatever else he described to you in the scriptures. We ain't come from no goddamn monkeys. Caucasoids did.
Oh my God.
The Neanderthal.
So what is it in
That's the
Neanderthal?
whole thing of Dragon Ball Z too. The Saiyans was a half monkey race.
Or the Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
I never got into Dragon Ball Z. So what was the premise of basically the whole?
Women knowing that. Do you see any black characters on that show?
You seen green characters?
Okay. Ain't no niggas on that show. Ain't no tropical
When
I say niggas, I mean I ain't say us.
I'm saying the Caucasoids, white people.
So what the heck?
Nigga, you a Israel, you a Yasharanite.
I'm Ephraim.
No matter how much you worship a false savior and a
I'm
false
Ephraim.
god.
He says you what?
I'm Ephraim.
From
Ephraim?
the tribe of Ephraim.
I'm
He
from
a
the tribe of
Yasharanite.
Oh my
Word.
God.
Hebrew shit. Yasharala, Kwam Yasharala to all my
We're
Hebrews out
automatic chosen ones. We're the automatic chosen.
there. Fuck Jesus.
Nah, bro. You wild.
He wildin'.
Fuck Jesus.
He wildin'. He wildin'.
It's only one. We love Jesus. Somebody, I don't love that nigga.
The real Israelites
Tell
love
the,
Jesus.
no, they don't.
Nah,
Tell,
don't
the,
listen
truth, tell
to
the
him.
truth and shame Lucifer. Don't know real Yasharanite love no Lucifer.
Yeah,
That's who JC is.
The
It's
real
your time.
Israelites love Jesus.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Tell the truth and shame
Trust.
Lucifer.
He's like a different.
Tell the truth. I'm the real Yasharanite.
My brother Quan.
Fuck what I'm talking about. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, nigga. His name ain't no El Shaddai, ain't no Yeshaya, ain't none of that shit. It's only the Most High. He told you in the scriptures, apart from me there is none. I am he. Before and after me there will be none. If there was another Savior to come, he would have paused what he said and said, except when my son Jesus Christ or Yeshua is to come. He never gave no endorsement of this nigga by no name
I heard it was gonna be
in the Old Testament at all. In fact, speaks against him.
So
The character Jesus even
covered
told
a lot.
himself. If you read in Matthew, he tell you, I have not come to bring peace. I come to bring a sword. I come to turn mothers against daughters, sons against fathers. He telling you he the Lucifer, the divisive switch that's going to come in and tell you he posing in the name of the Most High, but he really the Shaitan.
So Jesus
on,
in
man.
itself, in your opinion, of how
That's
you
a
describing
lie
it, is
from
the
the-
Antichrist. So that's a
I'm
misnomer.
the Antichrist. Fuck Christ. Fuck Columbus. Fuck anything that got to do with that word. I'm an Antichrist.
So
man.
it's just interesting you say that, because the Muslims have a thing with the Shaitan. At least the Antichrist, in their opinion, is going to be somebody with a leaning eye with dreads.
Everybody
a
said
black
it was
person.
Obama.
Basically a black person.
Where'd that theory go?
I don't know, you know what I mean? So this is interesting thought. We done got into like 10,
Everybody
20
been
different
waiting
things.
on the world to end since Y2K. Everybody been waiting on this so-called Jesus to come back since fucking
He here already,
ID
is he
started.
is here already.
This nigga ain't coming nowhere, man, because he don't exist. The
So-
only person the Most High ever, he endorsed 2 people by name, ever. Job, my servant. Have you tried my servant Job? And he spoke about King David by name.
Not about Solomon? He never talked to
No.
Solomon personally?
No, I'm talking about gave an endorsement by name.
Oh, okay. All right.
He gave Solomon the promise that Solomon will take over and reign over all of Israel and Judah. That came to pass.
So what's they in their opinion is they niggas?
Still to this day, of course.
So let me even go back to the Bible itself.
David is basically a Haitian. He a Levite. He come from the house of Levi, the tribe of Levi. Solomon, his son, he's a Levite.
So we getting all over the place, but let me get back.
Dark-skinned niggas with locks.
So okay,
Say ça passe.
explain
That's French though. That's European shit.
the Bible. So the Bible is it ancient history from niggas that's been remixed and
King
remastered?
James never wrote no fucking Bible.
What is it based on? Is
He
it
was-
real? Is it
King
fake?
James is really the last king of Scotland. He approved the printing of the scriptures. That's why his name is on it. He was the king at the time when they started publishing and printing. There's 2 books put together. You got the fictional book called the New Testament with all the lies and the stories, all these fake ass parables and JC, and the stories about the Apostle Paul, who is really Flavius Josephus from the Piso family. You can go look that up. And the factual Old Testament, which is the old laws. And they took some shit out. They took Maccabees 1 out, Maccabees 2, they took Jasher out, they took the book of Sariah out, they took the book of Enoch out. You know what I mean? Some of them books is in the Apocrypha. And some of
What
them
is the
in
Apocrypha?
Pentateuch.
Those are the other books that was left out.
Yes. And the Pentateuch is the original Holy Scriptures, the very first. Ain't nothing more holier and original than the Pentateuch. Period.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. Everybody else gonna sit up here and give you some misinterpreted scriptures and some opinionated hogwash social programming shit that they parents and some preacher fed to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth from the due diligence.
Prodigy,
Prodigy
well,
was
yeah,
telling
yeah.
you the same truth.
Prodigy the rapper, right?
He was telling you exactly what I'm saying.
That's all I wanted to say. Why they do that to Prodigy?
Because he was saying the exact same thing I'm saying.
But he was also talking about a lot of the stuff going on in the
The
industry.
poison in the food, that was the big thing, why they killed him. He went from sickle cell to eradicating it. Because he went to a vegetarian diet. What people don't know, which this motherfucker, with one thing he'll finally admit to, is human or mankind, are not meant to be carnivores. So we really not supposed to eat meat.
Meat, yeah.
And he was telling people that.
Our teeth ain't even designed to be eaten.
Thank you. The only time our ancestors ate meat back in the day, pause, was during holy feast times. And they ate specifically lamb or fish. Niggas wasn't slaughtering no cows. None of that other shit. Niggas definitely
no
wasn't
pigs,
slaughtering
no bacon,
pigs.
no bacon.
I don't give a fuck how many down south families came up on swine. It's not for our people. Fuck out of here. That bullshit.
Mike, you want to speak about vegetarian? We got on the topic of being vegan.
Oh yeah, let me time
Not
it.
meant for it.
What about it?
So, are we meant to be eating meat?
No, that's what they say.
I'll put it to you like this.
He asked him a yes or no question.
I put it to you like this.
Yes or no, nigga.
You're an electric being,
Yes or no?
so you have to put things in your body that go with your body, that keep your potential hydrogens at a certain
He said yes or no.
So that's a yes.
at a
guys.
certain
That's a yes.
That's
level.
a yes.
The closest level to you is between 7 and 8. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's your potential hydrogens, what you call your pH balance.
That's phosphoric
So-
acid.
When you're going ahead putting things that's in your body
pH
that are
stands for
acidic.
phosphoric.
Pardon me, brother. I haven't said anything. I haven't even been paying you no attention.
You ain't got to. I'm not paying you none. I got the liberty to comment as I free. As I feel free to.
You hear this, right?
Yeah.
He a sellout
Childish
too.
as a motherfucker.
You hear him?
He said pH. I'm just telling the people what it
He said
means. What I do
something
wrong?
He said something about Martin Luther
Fuck
King.
MLK.
Well, yo, man, you wildin'. You want to hear like 30 different topics on the show. We supposed to be talking about
Fuck
science.
MLK. He brought it up.
He came out
Why,
to
though?
Tupac.
Ask him why.
Shout out
Why?
to Tupac though.
So no, with Martin Luther King,
MLK is a coon, man.
was he a sacrifice?
That nigga was a sellout. He
What
wasn't
about-
at
what about-
Selma, and he chilled with the Rothschilds on a regular basis, and he loved white women, and they covered all that shit up.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
You got the book. You got the file. Is the
It's
information
there.
out?
It's
Is out
public
there?
rec- And the pictures is out there too. I done posted them on my Facebook mad times. I had a nigga got mad, he deleted me because I was telling the truth behind it. Hey man, the pictures don't lie. It's not Photoshop.
Out of Martin Luther King?
Hell yeah, that nigga used to go to Rothschild conventions all the time, bro. They was his biggest donators, his biggest pushers was the Rothschild family.
So you love Martin Luther King?
Fuck him. Shout out to Malcolm X. That was a real nigga. Why the fuck he ain't got no day? Because he was a real nigga. The fake niggas got days. Ain't no Malcolm X day because he was a real one. He was telling all that bullshit Elijah Muhammad was doing with them little bitches, knocking up all them young girls, talking about you holier than thou. And you was fucking, he was fucking on white bitches too. And Farrakhan.
Farrakhan?
Hell yeah. They all plotted on having a brother knocked off. Muhammad Ali too. Mr. Cassius Clay, sir.
All right. Now take care.
No, all right, my Kwam Shot Yasharala. Word.
Take care. Yo, Mike, I'm gonna put that together this week.
Rue Gang, this is that Hebrew shit going on. We taking
No.
over the world.
So I mean, I don't know. You know,
We
so
coming back. We taking our shit back. These niggas got to get the fuck off our land. All these cockazoids soon gonna have to pack up and go the fuck back to the mountains. Y'all gonna have to leave North, Central, and South America, and y'all gonna have to leave the land of Canaan, which y'all now call Canada. All y'all gonna have to get the fuck from out these territories. And the joining islands too, by the way.
and what
All
islands?
the joining islands.
Where's that at?
Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, the Bahamas,
Oh, okay.
all that shit. All y'all niggas gonna have to bump, done.
So what do you think? You from?
Straight like that.
Yeah. That shit is crazy.
And we gonna have this gonna take all niggas to come together on the same page and get on some real gangbang shit against these private bankers and these government officials and get these motherfuckers off our soil. This the land of the Israelites, boy.
Right.
And they know it. That's why the last level of law they come back on in court is the Talmud law. Ain't nothing higher than the Talmud law. For y'all don't know what it is, it's Israelite law. I know because I've been through it. So can't nobody debate me on it. I done been in court and made a judge get up off the bench and come back on 2 different occasions. I done seen it. So I'm
That's
not gonna
deep.
tell you nothing that I ain't do myself
That's deep.
and I ain't see with my own eyes.
That's deep.
I've been in the belly of the beast battling with them sharks, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Period, point blank.
All right, that's
about
deep.
it. And
That's deep.
experience is life's best teacher.
That's deep.
Holla
That's
at
deep.
me. Shout out to Uno Self.
That shit crazy.
And that's the real. All these other niggas is frauds. And they shout out to Yusuf L too. They lying to you out here. Shout out to Gene Keating.
And what about the
A real guru.
Jonas, remember?
Fuck him. Suck ass nigga.
Dad.
That can go viral. That part. I said that.
Hello?
Truth be told.